Okay, so welcome to the live streaming sessions, guys. I know there's been some delays, but let us get started for now. Okay, so based on the overall market situation, it has been very clear that there's been some updates, and this kind of updates I'll be sharing with you guys. So if you guys are interested to know what happened on the market, I will be updating you guys as well on what are the updates happening on the market as well later on. Okay. For now, overall market situation has been very positive, and if we are watching at the market as of now, we are actually seeing that prices are literally weakening, guys. Okay, so I think that itself is pretty clear. The signs of weaknesses is pretty strong, and there's still some room for prices to go down. And all of that is happening. And from what we have been seeing, there's a possibility that the double top is formed at this 30-minute time frame, just 15 minutes. So the signs of weaknesses is pretty strong, and the tendency for prices to go down is there. But again, we need to remind ourselves at the same time, today the price movement has been pretty strong. Prices has been going higher. And I think with that, if you guys could enter at higher prices, that will be the best case, guys. Because entering too quick could be a good thing, especially if the prices couldn't go down anymore. I mean, couldn't go up anymore. But at the same time, if prices starts to drop, you guys could miss out a lot of momentums on the market. So that's why I would say you guys could try to enter your positions in a range so that you guys could have a balanced entry point in the market. But certainly based on the overall market conditions, we are actually seeing that prices has been ranging after entering the London sessions where there's not a lot of market movement, and we have been seeing that prices has been relatively slow. So I think that itself is a pretty clear thing where there's a tendency for prices to weaken. But at the same time, we do notice something that the price weaknesses hasn't been translated into big momentums going down on the market pretty much. And I think that could be a little bit of a concern as prices couldn't broke down lower and prices couldn't go higher means that we are not likely to see a lot of volatility on the market. I think that's one of the things that you guys need to be aware. And today it's a Monday market. It's usually going to be a bit slower, and in fact, it has happened as well. But you guys are not really seeing a lot of great movements. Prices has been relatively slow, and there's no credible market movement that we have been able to watch so far. And with this kind of market conditions, one of the things I would suggest, if you guys could enter your prices to do your short at higher prices, that will be the best case. But if you guys couldn't do that, make sure that you guys enter your positions periodically and consistently around the same price range nearby that so that you guys could get the best selling higher point. But with how things has been going, it seems that right now prices is rebounding, so you guys could actually get a much better entry point on the market than the ones if you guys are entering much lower on the market. So overall, the conditions from what we have been able to see so far, that prices could be going down lower. And based on that alone, we have been seeing that prices hasn't been able to break out 3370, hasn't been able to break out 3368 over the past 2 hours. And I think with this kind of market conditions, it seems there's a lot of incentives for prices to go lower in the near future, I believe. Even though right now we are still seeing that prices is still hovering at the support area, trying to rebound every time touching 3363, but the signs of weaknesses couldn't be ignored. It's just a matter of when, how prices could go down weaker, touching and testing the support at 3360 based on what we have been analyzing so far. And with this kind of market conditions, the likelihood for prices to go higher, prices hasn't been able to break down lower. That if it fails right now, my bias for to watch and analyze together, let me know on the comments or the chats, guys. Okay. All right. Okay, right now prices is still ranging again. Hasn't been able to show us a lot of clear signs. And let us try to look out at what kind of market conditions is happening, guys. Okay, let us check what's happening in the silver market. Okay, so silver market today has actually start to stay above the 13, starting to trade slower as the ones that we are watching right on Friday's market. My prices seems trying to go higher, but it has eventually failed. Possibly. So again, I'll be expecting for, and definitely the signs for lower risk is likely to appear to do shorts, guys. So both gold and silver showing the same signs that hasn't changed. So you can try to analyze what will be happening over the course of the live streaming sessions, guys. Okay. Or whether prices could start to continue its uptrend and reverse its weaknesses that has been happening over the past few hours. Yes. All right. Okay, so it seems that prices will try to break the resistance with this kind of market conditions, and we'll see. Prices is still stuck at the resistance for now. So we'll see how that changes. Okay, so prices has already touched 3370. Then we are out. We cut our losses short based on this kind of conditions first. And again, we'll try to switch on and try to see whether the chances for prices to go higher on both gold and silver could continue or not now. Okay, so as prices have started to try to break out higher, it seems that prices are still testing the resistance. I'll try to watch out and pay close attention to see how these changes will be moving. But I think I need to mention one thing to you guys, that with how the conditions has been moving on the US dollar index, weaknesses has actually helped to push up gold prices. We can actually see that most of the other currency could be benefited out of this kind of momentum. So we can actually see, for instance, that the US dollar CHF has been very quite a good trading idea to do shorts, especially if we are trading with most of the trading assets against the US dollar index. Could be a very good idea, because overall the conditions is very clear that prices has actually shown a lot of consistency, and we can actually see that prices has been moving with the relativity of, let's say, the strongest pair, Japanese yen, second strongest pair, the pound sterling, followed by the euro, Swiss franc, Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, and the weakest for tonight is also completed alongside with the US dollar index is coming from the Canadian dollar. But every single of this currency pair trading against the US dollar could still be a very profitable trade for tonight, because the US dollar index keeps on weakening, and there's a good chance that even the weakest pair for tonight could still fare better against the US dollar index. So let's say we are trying to check what's happening on the US dollar CAD to get an idea. I believe that the US dollar CAD should have been going down lower. As a result, despite the Canadian dollar hasn't actually been performing really well, but the signs is pretty clear. We are seeing the chances for the US dollar index to keep on weakening is still there. And as a result, most of the other currency pair will fare very well against the US dollar index for tonight. So I think this is a good chance to actually consider to enter the trades in this market moment, because the overall condition is really negative and bearish for the US dollar index, and you guys could definitely try to utilize the current conditions and make some good trades out of it too. But always remember that you guys need to have a clear trade happen on the market and what you guys could consider on your trading decisions for tonight, guys. Okay, so far the earlier weaknesses has dissipated and vanished, and we are likely to see that the gold market will likely to try to go higher for tonight. Prices has been able to break out today's high. There's a good chances that it will be followed by the silver prices, but unfortunately silver prices has already started to weaken, and there's a possibility that that could also affect the gold market movement. So for now, I will still be waiting, because there's chances that prices will be testing the resistance as well on this gold market, and gold market could actually slowly going back down lower with this kind of conditions on the market too. So I would say that there's a good chance for prices to continue to go down lower on the market with this kind of conditions, guys. All right. So I'll be paying close attention to see how the price movement will be working post breakout. Try to see whether the resistance is still strong, and if it's still the case, we can actually start to enter a short positions at a much better entry point. But again, it's still too early to say. We'll try to update you guys if there's any changes happening on this gold market together with you guys. All right. But overall, the conditions is pretty convincing for us to see that we'll be getting the confirmations as soon as the next candlestick moves and finish moving next. All right. So if you guys wanted to get how I'm doing the trades together with you guys are welcome to click the link on my profile or the video descriptions and join us to make our premium trades together. And you guys could get a very clear entry point, stop losses, and your target price depending on how your trading style fits you best. Okay. And again, if you guys wanted to follow me more and get more updates about what I will be expecting on tonight's update coming out from the US tariff updates, University Michigan consumer sentiment, and what's the impact on trading assets for tonight and yesterday on Friday. So if you guys are interested to get more analysis and get more updates on what's happening around the world, you guys are definitely welcome to join me on my VIP live sessions. And the only way that you guys could get access through it, click the link on my profile or the video descriptions, and I'll be updating you guys tonight with what's happening around the world. Okay. Okay, so prices try to break out higher. We'll try to see how that goes. And if prices changes, I'll let you guys know. But again, remember, there's a good chance that prices on the currency strength charts could be moving really well against the US dollar index. Try to pay attention, guys, and we'll update you guys what's happening on this gold market, as well as how the silver market has been reacting too. Later on, I'll be updating you guys what's happening on the oil market and whether there's any good conditions to do trades on this oil market. But the overall condition is pretty clear after breaking down yesterday's low after breaking down, yep, yesterday's low on Friday, definitely, prices has continued going down weaker. And right now, if prices could get the confirmations of a potential breakdown, we can actually expect to see that prices will be testing today's low at $66.80, especially if the weaknesses continues to persist on the market. So we'll see how that goes. Again, gold market has started to show some convincing signs on the market. All right, so it seems with this kind of conditions, prices will try to break out higher and stay above the resistance lines that we have been watching. And the possibility for prices to continue to go higher is really strong with this kind of conditions. And I think based on this movement, the likelihood we can see that prices will start to go higher on this kind of market movement. It's been a surprising move in the last 40 minutes as prices continues to break out higher and higher without any signs of consolidation. And Right now, prices will try to stay above it and try to hit its next price target at 3380 area for tonight. So we'll see how that goes on. And for me personally, with these kind of conditions, I would prefer to wait. As market conditions has gone up very quickly without any slowdown, I'll choose to wait out and try to see how the market will be moving next on the market. Okay, so the gold market continues to go higher, and it seems that prices are positioned to move very well. And I think as prices hasn't been moving a lot, I will be focusing more to go higher on this side. I think the chances to do trades much better could appear. Okay, so since prices will be testing the support, I'll let you guys watch and I'll be updating you guys about it too. So first, listen to see how the continuity of this kind of move is as prices are moving a lot tonight. Okay, right now we are right at the support for silver, and you guys could get your best entry point here on the market. Okay, if prices couldn't rebound, then we can say the uptrend is starting to be over soon. But this is your lowest risk entry point right now on the silver market, guys. So pay close attention. There's chances for that. And same thing, prices are also consolidating on the gold market too. And we are right now seeing the chances that the US dollar index continues to weaken, prices will definitely go down lower on US dollar index and will be helping the gold market and silver to continue to go up for tonight. And remember, tonight will be not having any big news. Tomorrow will be the case, but also from what I'm looking at, it's the only thing that happening tomorrow will be Fed's chair speaking on the market. But other than that, nothing much. And the only day that we can start to see that there will be big news on the economic side will be happening on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I mean, only Wednesday and Thursday, guys. Right? So no Friday, there's no news. So there's no big event for this week. So I'll be expecting to see that the gold market will be rather slow for this week, guys. So I will be rather be cautious, guys, with this kind of conditions. But yes, US dollar index weaknesses will be the big momentum for tonight's push to go higher for both gold and silver, guys. Okay. And so far from what we are able to see, there's not been much of a move. Let us switch our view towards the all market right now. So all market has actually been moving with a lot of weaknesses, especially since the start of yesterday's big price drop. And then opening market sessions prices consolidating before prices continues to go down weaker. And right now we are seeing a lot of chances that prices will continue to go down lower. And for prices to continue to go lower is really big and there's chances for that to happen. So we'll see how that goes on as well. Okay. And based with these kind of conditions, this could be a very good entry point to do trades. However, for me, I'll be waiting for more confirmations to get when prices will be dropping down lower. Yes, I know right now could be a very good risk and reward area, but I prefer to get more confirmations in the market because one of the things that we have been looking that's all prices has been ranging across today, and there's a possibility that prices will be ranging. So I'd love to wait for more confirmations once prices break down lower than $67 to get further confirmation to the market. But tonight, the trend is pretty clear. Tonight, it is weakening, and the chances for prices to drop is really high as well. So I'll be watching closely on the all market for potential good trading options for today to do shorts as well. Okay. But again, if you guys are watching through the daily charts, I'm pretty sure that you guys can actually have a little bit of a view where all prices has been ranging and the possibility for all prices to continue to drop down is really huge, especially as prices has been testing the resistance area at $68.50 and has failed multiple times. The possibility for us to see prices will be ranging will be likely higher compared to potential prices to break higher or break down lower outside of this range between $65.90 towards $68.50. And with this kind of market movement, I will not be expecting major market movement to be happening. And that's why I would rather be careful as market movement today hasn't been a lot, even though the tendency has been going down lower with a downtrend, but the momentum hasn't been really well on the all market usually. That's the case. So I would rather be careful. Okay. So I think tonight's best option to trade is still coming out from the gold market together with the silver market momentum that we have been watching. So for momentum tonight, it's appearing from the gold market. For your best entry point should likely to appear on the silver market, as I've already been telling you guys multiple times about it. Okay, so hope you guys got a little bit of idea what you guys could choose to trade based on the momentum, on the currency side, on the commodity sides. Hope you guys have been able to do some shorts on the US dollar Japanese yen as prices continues to go down lower. For longs on Euro USD as prices continues to go higher. All right. So I'll be watching closely, and I've already been telling you guys, try to do your buys near the support area at 3370, and prices has been reacting in that similar fashion. Thought you guys are up by 30 pips, guys, for tonight. So congrats. And if you guys have been able to do your buys near the low, you guys have been getting 60 pips on the silver market. So congrats if you guys have been able to do your buys near the low area for tonight, guys, because I'm seeing good chances that prices will continue to go higher for both gold and silver, especially dominated by the weaknesses appearing on the US dollar index for tonight, and that will certainly help to push up gold and silver prices for tonight. So if you guys are enjoying and get some good ideas despite the earlier prices gives us a little bit of ranging, and we cut our losses and has been able to recover some of our gains for tonight. All right. So if you guys are enjoying your time, get a little bit of idea how you guys will be reacting on the market, where we are showing you step by step on how we are arranging our trades. Do your buy, do your stop losses, do a buy after there's a confirmation of a breakout. And if you guys are enjoying and you guys get something out of tonight, don't forget to follow and subscribe, give us a thumbs up and likes, and share this video with your friends so that you and your friends could analyze the market together with us and request for me about what markets for us to look at together and have interactive discussions with me. So you guys are welcome to ask me questions on the chats or the comments. I'll be happily answering your questions on the market. Get with us on CAT. The price continues to go higher, especially after we recommended for you guys to do your buys near the support at 3370. Everything has been doing really well for both gold and silver, and I will be expecting to see the continuity on the market movement based on this kind of market movement that we have been able to watch so far. Okay. But again, I will be updating you guys if there's any changes. And right now, the gold market try to see how that witnesses, waiting for more confirmations. Sessions. Okay, pay attention, guys. Attention, guys. Silver prices has already jumped. Been watching. Definitely welcome to join me on today's Monday VIP live updates. I'll be sharing with you guys what could be happening in the market and what the implications of the University of Michigan consumer sentiment and what are the results on the trading assets that could be impacted positively for tonight as a result of that news happening last week. Okay. So prices for tonight's silver has breaks today's high, and we are potentially breaking today's high and ultimately trying to hit back its previous high for this year at $39. So we'll see how strong the momentum will be on the silver market, and things are looking optimistically well, especially gold market itself has been moving really well for tonight too. So pay close attention on both gold and silver as the market movement has been really, really positive for tonight's performance, guys. All right. Okay, so in a few moments, the market will be over soon on our live streaming sessions, and I will be continuing tonight's analysis with you guys on tonight's VIP live update. So if you guys are interested, you guys are welcome to join me, and I'll be sharing with you guys more information that I could refill out on the VIP live sessions than the ones here that you guys have been hearing so far. So don't forget to catch up with me on the VIP live sessions, and hope you guys get more understanding on how the market conditions has been moving around the world and what you guys could be expecting out of the market. All right. So let me give you guys a little bit of a recap what you guys could be expecting for tonight. First, we start with the gold market. Has been very positive, especially with the earlier start of the sessions. Prices has been weakening a lot, and right now there are chances for prices on gold 380. Next, moving on to the silver market, $39 in the next few days as prices continues to be bullish on the silver market for tonight. Meanwhile, moving on towards the oil market has started to slow down, and the potential for prices to continue its downtrend is still there. However, for tonight, prices has been moving relatively slow and has been moving with the potential that prices is ranging. So I'll be waiting for more confirmations and more momentum to actually see the potential to continue to do short trade, and this still remains on my watch list for tonight with this kind of conditions. There still needs more momentum for us to be certain that the momentum of a downtrend is still continuing on the market. Meanwhile, moving on towards the currency strength charts, I will be showing you guys that the US dollar Japanese yen has been continuing weakening and weakening, and I've already been recommending to you guys right at the start of the currency strength charts discussions that the short position is the best thing to do against the weaknesses on the US dollar with the strength on Japanese yen. And for long positions, you guys could continue to do trades on Euro USD, and things have started to even break out higher than the ones that we have already been recommending. So if you guys have been watching us, I'm sure you guys have been able to make a lot of good trades on the currency strength charts, on commodities, and made some good profits together. So if you guys don't want to miss out on more information on how we are able to execute the trades based on fundamental insights, you guys are welcome to join my VIP live updates together with us and get more information and make your best informed decisions on your trading. And if you guys wanted to get trading ideas, premium trades together with me, trading together with us, make some good bucks, you guys are welcome to click the link on my profile and my video descriptions and join us together on trading profitably together and chat me for access on premium trades and VIP live updates. See you guys. If not, see you guys tomorrow.